So it looks like they're going to try link up with him, try and join up for this B split. In doing so, they're going to play right into the front man of Eternal Fire. Xantares here with the dual Berettas. You want this guy starting strong, but that's not the opening he was hoping for. Going to try double dip this. Xantares gets out with one, but that's the end of the line. It's going to fall to Jota, who is getting run at through main, through dark, trying to buy some time, but ammo's running low. So here's the backstab now arriving. It's considered, it's held. Heavy God tapping out Wycadia. Leaves G2 in the post-plant a man up.
Great to see Heavy God not just go autopilot and run for the stick. With how slow that hit was and how much time was bought by Eternal Fire, he remains aware of the flank timing. He goes for one more. Picking Woxican spawn, forces the save. Nothing Magic can do. Kit, Flash, gotta get out. G2 land it on the pistol round.
A strong start from Heavy God. I mean, that bodes well for this series to get exciting.
And no save. And Eternal Fire are leveling up every single game. Can G2's firepower squad be the way to stop them? We're going to break on the smoke. They're going to go charging in.
Oh God, Wycadia, smoke spam connects, and he's going back in for more. I can't believe he's still alive. G2 have not been able to punish this. That's gone disastrously, and this force buy up for Eternal Fire just might stick the landing. Once again, they're hoping the back door can be opened up. Monacy goes looking for something down in dark. Smoked off, and looked like he was going to call their bluff there for a moment, but decides against it. That bomb is still coming back around.
This is super losable right now for Eternal Fire.
Looks like they want to rejoin Snacks. He hasn't given away this position outside of A. Snacks is going to come creeping in here. Xantares with the spot. It's all to hopefully tee up Wycadia, who still has not played his hand from out behind Fountain. He starts to move now.
They bought it.
They've been down on this fake fallback out of G2. And those few footsteps heard is enough for Eternal Fire to move out of position here. It's only Xantares left to deal with this A hit.
Only? Do you know who we're talking about? It's Xantares, and they're not ready for it. No one's really dedicated to Heaven right now. He can just deny the plant like that. They had the wrong side covered. 13 seconds. Xantares almost finds Monacy, and the bomb will get down in time. Eternal Fire's flanked too late to this one. Monacy, can he get in a new position? He's absolutely in trouble here on low health as they charge in with MP9s. Eternal Fire reveal their position, and they've got to go quick.
It's a lot of info for G2 to play around. They've taken post plants now, concealed from main. This actually becomes really tricky for Eternal Fire, but getting past Snacks, that is a huge helping hand. It's the low HP Monacy left up in this one. They've made it into the side, but someone's going to get on that bomb. Blindsided is Jota, and Woxic can't stick this, needs the kill, gonna get it, but this is real close, and there just isn't time for the defuse. All the damage comes out, but Monacy will clutch up, delivering that second round to G2.
Some things never change, right? Just thankful Monacy is such a safe pair of hands, such a reliable piece. Snacks really puts him in a difficult position there by over-peaking before they even get on that bomb. When his teammate's calling, he's low. Monacy, reliable in middle, stalls it out just long enough. And now, you know, you look at that and you go, that hunt in that pistol round where they killed Magic with a kit actually had impact.
You know, the only other time we've seen Anubis come up for Eternal Fire was in that Vitality game the other day, and they started T side. So we didn't get that look of a whole CT half out of Eternal Fire. It's not really panned out here on the opening though. Malbs MD clashing with Xantares over in middle. And that's quite the man to find. This is the type of round where he's got to do some heavy lifting on that AWP.
A lot of info for Magic, but they don't respect that Molotov. It takes a long time to get it down. They chase him. This B hit can just come in if they want through the smoke. They go together, and Jota's trying to back up. He can't make up his mind. Fight or die. It will be the latter. Wycadia on a save, and G2 with a 5 alive round. That is a brutal beginning. You may look at this game and go, Eternal Fire, they're red hot, they're in form. Xantares, maybe the best rifler in the server right now, but the depth of G2 when it comes to individual talent, that's the most exciting part of this roster. It always has been. Even with the departure of Nico, they found great additions, with Malbs taking his roles, with Heavy God looking very strong as an anchor on CT sides. And so most teams have been just locking in T-side every time on Anubis. G2 no exception. They know the power of this. On fire now are G2 at 5-0. And Modesty picked early, caught off by an off angle from Jota. There's even cover at the back of the site. That may suck the wind out of this play for G2. Or not.
They're actually going to take this space. The flash is wrecked. Hunter, though, he's blind for a fresh eternity. Imagine peeks out for a free kill. Heavy God, has that added any intrigue to this? He's been brought down very low in the head-to-head versus Madja. Snacks donning the AWP as well as he looks for a way in towards this B site, but nothing's being given. Smoke gonna fade. Might have a chance to catch Woxic and make this one interesting after all. Woxic is looking the wrong way.
Oh dear.
This is a 2v4 that G2 have pulled back into a 2v2.
And this flank time is still really good because Heavy God took a long while to come back from that water. He might actually catch them both in middle. Heavy God hits hard. Eternal Fire. Don't know, but they're getting boxed into this B site right now.
Well, you can see Eternal Fire have become a little bit more scared about doing some of these moves in the mid-round, right? It's a lot more static here in the 2-1-2. They've at least won a key fight down here towards Dark. Heavy God finally made mortal. His second death of the game here in round 8. It's dished out to him by the captain of Eternal Fire. But it's in this sort of moment you haven't had a sort of, super great scenario like this outside of the 4v2 that they threw away. You haven't had a spot where you've taken a clean advantage and it's gone untraded. So 5v4, this is where Eternal Fire have got to lock in and find their first round. It's an awkward skirmish over here at main. The G2 still aren't feeling the pressure yet, right? This bomb is in T-stairs. They're going to have to pick that up on Monacy, and he's going to look to rejoin the rest of G2 as they hit this B site. Malbs leads the way. AK in at the front, contact taken, Hunter, wide swing, and Jota's dead. They know that Match is here. He's already got a kill to his name. They've got him trapped down in Dark. Are they able to find him? Hunter is. B-site opened, and Monacy on that rotate on that AWP. It's another one of these 2vx's out of G2. Missed shot for Monacy, but the bomb makes it over.
One bullet.
One shot and it counts. Wakadia on the wide swing. He stopped the plant. They've got to get the kill. Can he win this to tie? Dancing behind the pillar. Wakadia waste that clock away. You're still happy that you were able to turn around a 2v4 to that position, right? For the second time now in this game. Oh, the flash is good. Xantares gets out with 2 and never even spotted Monacy.
He'll take it.
Xantares only sees movement. Monacy standing still kept him alive and at least allowed that trade.
Wykadia's pushed through aim in as well. It's a super dangerous move that did get punished by Vitality from time to time, but this time it's right. G2 are trying to move in to this B site and they get backstabbed, front stabbed everywhere. Eternal Fire throw punches. Monacy, don't make this interesting, but that's a headshot and a re-peek you might come to regret.
Yeah, don't get ahead of yourselves here, boys. This is Monacy. This guy's quick. Oh, this guy's really quick. Monacy onto something now. 2 kills left in it. On his way to a 1v5 ace clutch. Monacy hits some blinders, needs to offer up 2 more, and look at how much safer Eternal Fire are playing now. They're playing a trade. They've given Monacy open runway back into this. Low on health, short. When you look at the shots this guy's hit, something might be building here. Monacy on the reroute through middle. He believes in his ability to clutch this round. The defense is split up. Madge is playing this all alone. Monacy tries to bait the peak. Those extra few seconds wasted. Will they come back to haunt him as now Matcha is real close up in the heavens, ready to swing this. One bullet stops Monacy's clutch in its tracks. For a moment there, everyone on Eternal Fire was sweating. They thought they'd let the flash back into the game.
Dude, that third shot, that third kill behind him, when it felt like he's already past the wall. Sure, nice double for Xantares, but load that clip back up. I gotta see it. Monacy. An insurmountable task for most, and even he makes it interesting. I can't believe Magic just swings out heaven like that.
But usually they've found something at this point in the round. And this time it's all been Dark.
Usually there's 3A. Nothing of the sort. Now call it 1. Just Woxic. He's got to swivel back and forth between these positions as they chase him down. Look to trade this kill. Woxic holds on. Poetry in motion. Oscar's wild. 3 kills in the sight, and maybe the finishing blow. Hunter comes over the top, and Woxic can't find it. Could this be a clutch to give G2 more room?
Oh, he stops the plant, needs to win the fights now. Gotta lock in, and Jota secures that key trade. Wide swing and hunting down the planter.
Got more nades. Can Magic get them in time? That Molly buys a few more seconds as G2 were ready to explode out B main. 3 CTs in the site, not much room to move. They've got to trade these kills efficiently.
Magic open, smoke spam connects. That MP9 already on the board with 1. Xantares super blind, back of the site. Not able to catch his bearings, but it has kept Jota still in this. Second MP9 finds its footing as well, and so it's left on a Hunter in this 1v3. Trying to salvage this T-side for G2, a strong T-side as it began. Now rests on the wings of Hunter. Swings it wide, but the full rotate arrives for Eternal Fire as they are starting to take control over Anubis.
That may have felt very claustrophobic for Eternal Fire. Molly on Glyph, smoke backside. They're playing Sight Pillar Ivy. In the Molotov? Oh my god, no one even bails him out. He is on his own with no smoke on that fire. Heavy got 100-0 on Woxic. They come filling through the camera. Everyone here. That's an ugly spray. It's not going to get better for Eternal Fire. 2v3 and around they must attempt, but block towards heaven. And eyes on for m0NESY. This should be a G2 8th.
Oh, that's an awkward fight to give away. They don't get the info that 2 players are moving in through heaven either. They still don't know where Magic is with only Jota spotted, so everyone's looking over their shoulder. Heavy God's taken away some of that pressure by occupying main, but now he's been smoked off. That leaves Hunter fighting alone.
Good position.
Heavy God's making a move. Wants to try and support Hunter as he takes this first bit of contact. But there's the lineup. Magic and Jota come through swinging. And so finally one of these man disadvantage rounds comes up for Eternal Fire, and it sees them through to 5 straight to close out this first half. For G2, it's an array of stars here stepping up to the forefront of this game. Heavy God put on a great first half, but he is the first to fall in the pistol round. Xantares, he's been doing his best work on the T-sides of Anubis here. And so there is still hope to get Xantares switched online before this first map draws to a close.
m0NESY's got no armor. He had to drop those jewelries, so he's in trouble as Snax, who closes the distance with a flash, gets peeked before it pops. This is going very wrong for G2 as Maja and Xantares explode into this site. Hunter has to hit every single one, and it's not meant to be. Malbs through the smoke, catches the bomb, can't take the kill, and Eternal Fire fight together and wait for the flank. Malbs may have read this one.
Jota ran for a moment in middle. Malbs is aware, but...
Oh, he saw him. He looked frustrated there, Malbs. But right now, they're letting the gameplay do the talking.
Yeah. I think as well, when you look at like how the season ended for Eternal Fire, it was only once they started to put a lot of pressure on themselves that things started to get hard. And so I like the idea, the philosophy, you know, it's a new roster, you got Jota in here now. Let's not add any extra pressure. Let's just play to win the damn series. Malbs is teeing up this flash. On the back of that, they can look to swing out and take some of these fights. It's if Eternal Fire ready for the heavy stack on this side of the map. Malbs deals with the first man in. Magic knocked out. Xantares with the follow through. They know that Malbs is trapped in, but m0NESY's AWP is providing overwatch. YKD is just too far away. Only just arriving now through dark. Looking to make his move. They still haven't been able to deal with Malbs. And with this AWP covering, they can't find him. It's going to fall to Woxic with m0NESY on the angle. There's no getting back into that. A well-timed stack. A well-timed call that of Snax and the rest of G2.
Will it be a flash in the pan? m0NESY in middle. Oh my god, he just got one tap through the door. They know Snax is here. Wow, what?
m0NESY did his best to make sure Snax' death was not in vain. You've seen Woxic with a highlight moment in this exact same position on the AWP. Let's see if m0NESY can give us one now. Wondered if that last would be a flash in the pan, but if m0NESY can get cooking, G2 aren't complaining. Third shot sails past. Antares still making noise out in middle, and this is a lot of info for Eternal Fire. They've got the rotates bogged down in mid.
Huge.
And so Woxic's trying to make the run into an empty B site, but look at G2 moving, trying to get ahead of this, trying to outposition Eternal Fire. They are already here knocking on the door of B. Woxic's got to commit to that plant, which means Wycadia has to hold this all alone, only for a moment. A sliver of a second could have given a G2 route back into this retake. Instead, it falls 2v2, and they've got to slow it right down. They wait for m0NESY to move in. Closing the gap on the creep up from spawn. Woxic has been so stubborn about this angle. He is expecting the temple swing. He's been holding for it, and there's the reward. It's only m0NESY left to beat. First shot lands. This clash, and Woxic comes out ahead.
Oh, he's done it again. A huge impact round from the safe pair of hands of Woxic. No longer the rampant repeaker of Eternal Fire. But the fact that he's not aware they could be in a site after walking up CT is so strange.
Oh, wait, this could get weird. Mid-push, Woxic caught. Bombs here as well. Jota can't afford to go down.
Just saved the round with that double.
It's an Eternal Fire group for the B here. They've got this one in the palm of their hands.
Oh dear, it could get bloody, and it does. The massacre in middle from Wycadia.
The timeout, just tried to talk the game plan through, and Xantares was looking to bring a real quick pace down into dark, but not able to win that out. That would have stifled the G2 game plan. Malbs is actually making a combat move here, pushing through their smoke. Catches Matcha, back turn. That is a heads-up play from Malbs.
Smoke can come down. There's no AWP to go for the entry. They're sending the rifles in first. Oh, great.
It's down, but the spam is high damage. Hunter softens them up. And Woxic shortly after. It's all smoke spam for G2. I've just been given a few hints as to what's happened down here in dark. So they deploy that util there to try and displace the Darkhold. He will get the real estate. Malbs, this is a good response. Flashed into main. No one there to cover. And m0NESY's able to get the bearings down on dark in time. That all connects. Back 10. Whoa. Out in the open, it's only Magic left standing. Trades up onto the AK, but the captain of Eternal Fire, this was not an easy round with Malbs MD. Still the thorn in the side of Eternal Fire. He keeps disrupting these B hits, and that's a big problem. Are they ready to receive this? There's that volley of util. G2 have seen this before. Whenever they've had these mollies fly in, it's always ended in a B play. But there's still no rotates out of the CTs. They don't buy it. They don't believe that Magic would call another one of these B hits. So they set up to play retake. You still have guys fighting in the site. Snax has made his way over, but locked out by the smokes. Stepping for Eternal Fire, but they will make the crossing happen. Getting that bomb in, 5v5. Wycadia tips the scales in Eternal Fire's favor.
Yeah, but Malbs picks him back up, smashes it against the wall. It's the B main flank we've got to worry about. Wycadia hits a headshot, and that might be the save call for G2. 2v4, pushed out of their own bomb site. They really weren't buying that, Harry. You said it perfectly. Every time we see this util set, we see the contact like that. But G2 thought surely this was a different round.
And a miss smoke for Eternal Fire. A weird collection of smokes down in middle. Fall blind, m0NESY strikes first, and Wycadia, the man that was such a difference maker in that previous round, is the first to fall for Eternal Fire.
Just group back for the same play on the B site.
We've been saying all game, if Eternal Fire want to win this, they need Xantares. Wycadia's been doing a great job of filling those shoes, but he was the first to fall. This is the round where Xantares has to find his impact, trying to get out through dark. Will nail that first kill. That's given them the runway. Jota's there to follow up and send packing. Is the temple rotate of Snax. They once more break apart this B hold. m0NESY and the AWP gonna see if anything is presented, if anything is offered up to bring G2 back into this retake. Xantares out on an island, all on the angle, out behind the pillar. But he steals himself away. He does not play his hand early. Xantares waits for the info, for the footsteps, and look to take it all away. A lot of damage done. And that surely is enough to tee up Eternal Fire to get on to map point as only m0NESY remains. Heading for the hills, will Eternal Fire let him escape. No, they will not. Magic chases him down as Eternal Fire move on to map point.
They get away with it again and again and again. Almost no util. There's one smoke, there's Snacks with 7 kills, and there's Heavy God with an MP9. If this is how the way it comes crumbling down, you got to feel for G2. Heavy God, can he save them? Omnipresent in this A main, gets one, but the split is in.
Snacks try to hold the line, pressured in through main. A 3v3 post-plot is how this one ends. And time is of the essence for G2. m0NESY still a long ways away, and you don't know if they can afford these seconds spent waiting for m0NESY. Now's the time for him to live up to the nickname. This is going to be flashy from that G2 warp in the retake. Xantares on a commanding line, tapped out by m0NESY. That gets the ball rolling, but G2 can't slow down for even a moment. A lot of time ticked off this bomb already. Woxic, missed shot to open. m0NESY AWP also sails past. That might have been the best chance to win this, as Woxic and Magic playing in tandem look to walk it over the line. Eternal Fire just have 1 kill left to finish off. Hunter might find them all, but no kit punishes G2. Eternal Fire, back-to-back B hits, end it all in a wild, all-in A play to take Anubis. Malbs does have a flash to try and help Heavy God out, but taking one of the domes straight away, that's far from ideal. Heavy God still getting out with 1, but that's not going to be enough. The site will be taken. Eternal Fire get themselves the plant, and they've learned about m0NESY over at long. This is a good position for m0NESY. He can slow down a little bit. Let the rest of his teammates close on in through CT.
Oh, flash as well. Oh, it could have been perfect. m0NESY ducks. He dodges it very well. They're scaling up, and Xantares hasn't seen a player yet. Can Woxic finish any of these low-health players? No, he cannot. Hunter with a double, and Madra a long way away. The stick's already happening. 10 seconds. m0NESY just needs a single bullet. This should be done. This should be finished. There should be no way. Oh!
Leaves it to chance.
Woo!
But fortune favors m0NESY there.
It was Wycadia, the firepower piece of Eternal Fire. Can Xantares return to his winning ways? m0NESY getting the spot off. He sees a lot of players.
Nice call. Yeah, that's a lovely double out of m0NESY. It's already G2 in a strong position as this retake starts before that bomb is planted. Malbs just taking heads off. And that leaves it only on Woxic. It's a beautiful A-site hold versus the Force Buy. It's not even close here. Nothing worth celebrating for Eternal Fire.
You could make that same case for Anubis with the 7-0 start.
Oh, Heavy God. Pressured as they make their way up through long, but he's not one to crumble. Heavy God.
Nice.
Locking in the long side buys time for Malbs MD to move over. Bomb out in no man's land at Eternal Fire. This has got a very serious deja vu to Anubis with the first rifle round immediately falling apart.
They're hoping so.
If you're G2, you know you need to stop this, because if you don't, Eternal Fire are going to hit this site 7 times in a row to the end of this first half.
Oh, the flash.
So it's important that you're able to deny this first real attempt at the B rush. Hunter goes unchecked, but only gets out with 1. They've heard Snacks firing off at the back of the site, but he still holds his ground. Snacks will not let Eternal Fire break through for free. His teammates are a ways away. They're bogged down in middle right now fighting Xantares, so Snacks is still alone in this. Can he beat G2's one-man army? Overran. As Eternal Fire deal with him, it gives a lot of room to Xantares, denying these rotates out through middle. The hope for G2 might hinge on Heavy God.
They don't know. They can guess, they can hold it. They don't know for sure. Oh, now it might not matter at all. Heavy God just playing late, swinging in. He's not going to go patient. He's going to get aggressive. The flash will deny him any presence, and he should save this one.
Molotov is nice for Snacks, but it only buys you a few more seconds, and CT Molly as well. Eternal Fire can still look to play through it.
It's not going to go
Timing
out.
would be everything, and with Snacks not throwing that out now, he might never get the chance to.
Oh, that's
m0NESY having a turn. Shot misses. Snacks can't hold on, and the B site once more crumbles. And under the weight of this Eternal Fire here. Magic lurk out through middle. That's not a fight he had to give away. On numbers alone, I think G2 would have looked to save here, but now they leveled the playing field. A 3v3. Woxic's desperate to try and tip the scales back the other way, but Malbs will find him. This could get out of hand now. Jota and YKD are left up in this. Some semblance of a crossfire between the two of them. One man watching tunnels, Jota holding for the cross into the doors. Had to hit that first. YKD is not able to spring into action though. And Jota, all his attention, he's tunnel visioned right now, but he should have had vision on the tunnel as that swing out late secures the round for G2. An overpeak from Magic in middle and one that he won't soon forget as it gives G2. Only armed with the AWP.
And he's also showing his whole body in this position. It's a
One
really
shot
risky.
would end his round.
Yeah, he's not playing a headshot angle on Plat. I mean, you can get Molly, but this is dangerous.
Snags. Good for the first. That's Antares trying to create some space for Eternal Fire. Snags puts a stop to him. They learn about this second AWP now as well, but it looks like they want to follow through, and it's a clean tap to find Snags. Here's the rotates arriving. Malbs MD. Good for the trade. Keeps G2 in this round, and now they are very much in the picture. 2 quick kills from Malbs.
He's good.
Eternal Fire, scared about crossing, worried about the doors, worried about these repeaks. That's lent a bit of time to m0NESY to get posted. If they go looking for Malbs, that m0NESY AWP was meant to be the defining factor. Malbs is just that quick that m0NESY's never even needed. And now it's only Woxic, full blind, all Malbs, all this guy. So you're just losing a serious piece of the puzzle here. You never have that 5v4 to start to swarm a bomb site and take space. You're always playing from the back foot. Timing on the reload could be really awkward for Hunter. It hangs Snags out to dry and he's not able to make up for it. They get through with an opening kill provided from YKD.
Can't throw this.
And so this is the one you've got to win out now. Xantares even ready for the spawn wrap. Heavy God's done this so many times in the retake of this B site, but Xantares ready for it. Can't believe how ready Heavy God was as well.
True.
Still, it's a clean one picked up for Xantares, and with it, a second round adorns the board for Eternal Fire.
Yeah, the only way you stop Malbs is by smoking him and blocking him completely. Probably for the best. YKD spams him on the way out.
I'm keeping a real close eye on YKD as well, because he's often that second star of this team, up there alongside Xantares.
Let's go.
If in Xantares' absence, YKD is able to step up and fill those boots, that is very impressive. He's been managing it thus far. Once more, it's another opening death for Xantares, running it down through mid.
Eternal Fire creep through.
Jota's the new boy, though. He's more jittery. Maybe he does check this. Back turned, and there's the double up for Heavy God. Missed shot for Woxic. That MP9 goes hunting. Not able to find him, sure, but it's a 1v5 attempt for Woxic here with only 45 seconds left. Top mid taken. There should be no world back into this for Woxic.
Heavy God gets that cross off with minimal util usage, so it's just not something you're going to expect, but it's just due to him having the gun that he does. Excellent double kill, wins the round, and Woxic is boxed in. Center mass. Creeping across. Is Heavy God going to get flashed in? It looks like it. m0NESY's teed something up, but Jota catches him on the edge of the smoke as it fades. m0NESY now needs to hit something magical. He is the only defender at this bomb site. Even Mouth's getting pushed out by Molotovs. Hunters come up through the smoke, but they know it, so they just chase him down while they have the cover of the fire. Eternal Fire looking for a third here. I think G2 might know this is too far gone. Planting in the open, that confident that G2 are not coming for this round. It is their best case scenario.
Oh, are they going to go back to long again? This is so wild. They get past Hunter, Jota and Xantares. Lights out openings. And so it might have been a triple stack there for G2. They might have had the read, the resources in the right place, but it still might not come to matter as Eternal Fire pulverize their way through that triple long hold. m0NESY with the AWP. Has support, Snags here as well. Learn about the short wrap, and m0NESY's in a box. Has to try and get out of there with this AWP. AWP as it's the only thing G2 are going to have heading into round 12.
And again, they're hunting. They're hunting before he's saving. They're in the B-bomb site. m0NESY is in a box, and Eternal Fire are trying to once again come back in this matchup. Just what Eternal Fire needs.
Finally, Woxic's been trying his hand at that opening fight all game long, and in round 12, he'll get it.
Oh, they want to go so badly, but it is blocked. And there's more where that came from with Malbs and lower. Ollied, flashed. Good luck. Oh dear. Xantara just ain't feeling it. That much is so clear.
Oh, Arcadia's traded places with Snacks in the smoke.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, you don't even know who this is going to benefit yet. If Arcadia walks in a B and calls it's clear and that bomb tries to come back, it's not. Spawn is corrupted. Are they going to use him? I think he's aware he's at a timing here. As he's going out, he's wondering, where are they? Why is there no one B? And so it feels like maybe he started to piece this together. He's instead wrapping into the Spawn, but an awkward miss. Arcadia dead. A fight that felt as good as guaranteed goes the way of Malbs. And now there's still this third man lost in the backline that they don't know about. m0NESY's scout from range. They go running right in to m0NESY on this baby scout, and he's making it all work. Just Jota left standing. But here's that long wrap arriving, ready to backstab. It's Snacks. Light damage done. There's been some big whiffs here. It's given Jota a chance. He knows where both players are. They've crept through the smoke in CT. Jota, there is a world open to a B plant if he goes right now, but Malbs hunts him down, and G2 save an 8-round CT side thanks to some awkward missed shots out of Eternal Fire. CT smoke lobbed in. They know the only angle here to worry about is the headshot box and ramp, so as they go in, Woxic, it will be known about. Swinging wide, they're already on the angle. Madja cooking up responses out behind the car, but he's living on borrowed time, and Hunter will secure that lone. Plant now going down for G2. Snacks aggressive over on the catwalk as Antares into Snacks' crosshair. Dual Berettas of Arcadia haven't been able to pick up this trade, and so G2 dominant look in the pistol.
I really like this anti-eco play. It's a really nice call for G2 to get m0NESY set up to keep pressure on, and then they go back to check the flank and still have a quick split.
Yeah, and everyone here was in position to fight long sides, so bit out on an island as the short hits coming through. Woxic scout, whoa! Woxic's on a tear! And single-handedly a scout has kept Eternal Fire in this, but can a scout take it all away? m0NESY 1v4 as this begins. Bomb down over at catwalk, though. He's got a lengthy route in to go and get that back. He's going to need to outmatch Woxic's 3K with a 4K of his own. And even seeing players here, but then not being given the fight wastes precious time that m0NESY simply does not have. They pushed up on short. That lands for m0NESY. Oh my God.
Chill.
Surely not, though. Here's the fast backstab, lands the dink. Madja just able to deny that clutch.
God, you're always sweating just a little bit. You're always puckered. You're always, oh, you're worried. Why are you worried for 15 seconds? But m0NESY just has that effect. Great shots for Woxic, able to get far more done than he has any right in the site. And yeah, sure, there's 4 players there, but I would have loved a little bit more util.
It's Madja meant to cover on this Galil.
That's nice, using the USP so he can still get the gun out in time. Oh, what? Okay, flusher.
Oh, Madja's connected too. One man's made it past, but they don't know about Arcadia, who's just playing the long game. Leaves Madja to fight. Arcadia chops down the rest of the pack.
This one's a little tight.
Oh no, m0NESY had an idea here, but he's been spotted. They're going to try and pressure Jota. Everyone's blind, no one can see a thing. Woxic's molly, and this push on the M4 lays waste to it. Xantares even coming in at the end to lend a helping hand. And he will be this point of contact over at long. He's about to get tested in a big way as Jota regains control over the M4, but not well enough to nail that second. It's still a lot of damage to slow the roll of this long play.
It's not easy for Woxic. He's getting hung out to dry right now. Xantares does cover his back for one, but he's still stuck in the middle of 2 players. Woxic connects a second. Pistols out to finish what Jota begun, and it's m0NESY on long who may nail the headshot, but the clutch has just begun.
Even many of these get close, but this might be another one that's silenced at that final hurdle for m0NESY.
Yeah, m0NESY at the forefront. Oh, did he get that spot? I don't think he did. YKD at the back of Plat. m0NESY still hasn't caught him, but just a little head as m0NESY plucks it out. Okay, mid-smoke spam, takes down the leader. That calls this one off.
Yeah, and then they get re-smoked in the tunnels. Great timing on that for Maja. That would have bought time for Xantares to make his way over, and so suddenly, you know, it's like you never got that B pick. G2 might start looking for holes elsewhere, or they're just going to respect this smoke, wait it out, and then commit to B. You've got Hunter lobbing in mid-util. So that's at least locked out players from watching on this A side of the map. It's still only Maja here.
Oh, he can't save it now. He's given away his position. Felt the pain of the mid to B coming. Didn't want to just sit in the open. And with that pick from m0NESY, with two of them, in fact, G2 red carpet to this B bomb site. They break the 5-round streak just like that. The players to finish the job.
It's going to be a clash at long. Xantares hit the spawn. No, they've slowed it down on the side of G2.
m0NESY is showing the AWP B. That will put the fear in, even if he doesn't get a pick. But this isn't that long A play. You see he's firing off. He's making them think it's not this late long pop. Jota gets in cover in time. I don't think they know.
Didn't see him get here, but it won't go unchecked. Malbs keeps his wits about him, and Heavy God gets back to his success out the long doors. Woxic on this AWP. He's had some head-turning moments in this series so far. But if they never give him the fights, that AWP will never get going. And they up and leave the long doors. Leave a couple of folks there. I mean, if you're G2 here, I don't think you need to overcomplicate this. Just go grouped. And so they will recommit to long. Woxic, right place. But so many Molotovs, so much util to make life hard for him.
There it is.
This will not be an easy path for Woxic. Missed Molly. Oh God. Thankfully, there are more still in tow for G2. They'll start to come out now, but it's allowed Woxic the chance to reposition. Heavy God will make up for it. And so they don't get punished by that missed Molotov. Woxic knocked out of the round. Eternal Fire still showing interest, but someone's got to go huge, and with Wycadia falling, Maja mobbed up. G2 approach map point, and the promise of Nuke is the third.
Can't blame Woxic for dropping the smoke. He's not expecting the molly to miss, but a late game recovery for Eternal Fire put down from the force of long control. G2 once again send it out. They get into pit with no problem.
These are some of the opening moves we were talking about Woxic likes to make, right? Finally tries his hand at the wide cat swing, and it's one hell of a reward. You find snacks for free down in Suicide. That's a opener secured and no chance to trade it. G2, there might be a few more twists and turns in this one unless they've got an answer in this 3v5.
Oh yeah, respawn's good.
Oh, no, it's not. Across, but Xantares still has this gap. Still has this hole to try and fight through. Hunter making moves, making plays, and Malbs there alongside him. A 3v5 with 3 still standing. G2's plant secured, and Hunter is pressing that advantage. Clean tap on the last man. Only Wycadia left. They got to line up for him here. Wycadia is still in with a chance if he can get past Malbs MD. And so Hunter now the man to beat. The aggression tapered off as he falls back onto the ramp. A phenomenal sequence from Hunter brought this 3v5 back. But can he find that killing blow to get rid of Eternal Fire? Yes, he can. Nuke beckons G2 in as Hunter's prowess shines to send them to a third. Yeah, they've had a revolving door of stars to make this one happen. Malbs with a slow start to the series more than made up for it on Dust 2. m0NESY with some lights out moments, and it's good to see that that's kept up into the pistol round. A clean tap to open onto Xantares. Top site is already gone. Eternal Fire, before they could even realize it, this pistol round was over. It's a 2v5, graces your screen. It's Woxic and Maja worlds apart with no route back into this. So G2 back to their winning ways, start strong to open up this deciding map.
Yeah, and I think when you talk about firepower, even though you would expect Heavy God in that conversation, I think Hunter's actually had an extremely reliable series. He has been an important piece of this G2 squad. He closed out the last map.
Nice, the Woxic was able to extract any value from this, right? Able to land just one tag on them crossing. Zantares, first man on the scene down at lower. He's gonna have to earn that reactivation. We kept asking for it, but it's never arrived. And, well, it's not gonna start anytime soon. Final bullet from Malps, fadeaway shot.
Oh.
And Zantares is dead at the lower site along with it. Eternal Fire might be scrambling bodies in. But Woxic's already out there. Jota left all on his lonesome. Plays the trigger discipline. But it's just that one kill. A parting gift from Eternal Fire. As G2 do stick the landing versus this force by Malbs MD.
Shooting at ghosts right now.
Oh, Zantares. All right, turns around just in time. Malbs was about to get the drop on him. That's now an AK picked up out in the yard, but can Zantares make this any more interesting? He's getting boxed in around garage, out in secret, still sat on top of main. Zantares, it's a target-rich environment here. As G2 keep him trapped behind Unbreakable. Has to be exactly that, does Zantares. Takes a lot of damage in that skirmish to Monacy. Tees up Snacks for a quick trade, and now they know where Jota resides. They walk it past him. Jota's making a move right now, trying to come in on this backstab. They are watching this. They've got eyes on, and so Hunter keeps him boxed in.
There's still a couple players on this top side to hold down. Meanwhile, double ramp as well. The util's going to make it clear what's going on, but the flashes, anything but.
Adja full blind. Easy opener. Monacy's Molotov does enough. Heavy God, even with a spam, and so that top site hit pulls up, and it does not miss the mark for G2.
Clean.
They're even hunting now down the vent. They chase Zantares. Snacks.
Go on.
Used to love playing around in these vents back in the day. Gets up to mischief as he finds Zantares attempting the retreat.
Oh, and I love this as well. They're going for everything. Boost up to get into CT and hunt that AWP.
I really like how they're playing this early, going for these knockout blows. They don't want Eternal Fire to save anything. They don't want these back-to-back gun rounds early on to start the game. They want it to be punishing. They want this to hurt. They want to keep Eternal Fire on the back foot. Woxic Zorb, the only thing looking to come out of this last round. Can he hold on to it as G2 send man after man to chase it down? Woxic will put a stop to the hunt. You will have to take these fights here. A little jump spot in at the double doors. G2 see that, they respond with util. Try to catch Heavy God back in the lobby. It looked good for Jota. It takes Matcha swinging him wide. That's something. Arcadia making it down the vent. Somehow gets out with a one and done. It looked like he missed the timing, so he's done well to make up for it.
If you feel like you're walking into a trap, maybe you are. Do G2 trust their gut? They've got no escape route. They don't go up the vent. They go and plant in the smoke. No denial. Not even an attempt. The wrong side of the site. Zantares runs round and they drop in the vent into Hunter. Woxic's hit his, but it's too late for this one. No kit. Smokes in his face. And G2 lock it in. Woxic has to run a long way away. So he needs to start going now. He's scared of upper lurks. They already killed Heavy God. Just, oh my god, he got wallbanged down to 15 and he never fired off. He waited for the kill to appear. Woxic will end his life swiftly after, but the gall to not pull the trigger on that shot for Monacy pays off. We're gonna go for this main split now. Malb's in a great position, eyes on the door. We need this Malb swing right now. There's no one backside though, they're out of position.
Woxic might have to do something wild on the vents here. Maja has lent a helping hand, but they don't know where Malbs has gotten to. They never saw him make it in through main as Heavy God now moves in to join up with him. Top site still secured by G2. Malbs watching for the rotate up through the vents. Suddenly you're looking at this lobby lurk for Eternal Fire. That's where the ground has got to be gained. As they make their way in through the heart, Heavy God meets them there. Jota will secure it. It's all eyes on Malbs MD. Woxic dead as the first man in. Ball's now rolling for Malbs. And the element of surprise for the first one. Jota, eyes on, locks him out of the clutch. And so Eternal Fire They don't let those 6-0, 7-0 leads come through.
Honestly, with nothing to play with, goes for a ramp pick.
This is ballsy out of Woxic. He actually hit that. Malves.
Oh, dear.
Oh, God. Woxic really hurt on the back of the Molotov, and now they start to pressure ramp in the meantime. Jota needs to get out of there, doesn't want to fall and give up this control. Woxic still living on a knife's edge out in the yard. What? How on earth is he the one to win this? Woxic is giving Eternal Fire a fighting chance. Now it's left to this ramp hit. G2 got this space earlier on. They haven't made contact with Jota yet. But that's all about to change.
It's got to nail the first here. If they find this entry, they get a free plant. There's no one even nearby, inbound for this B site. 5v3 now. Jota nails his shot and even buys a few more seconds here. This allows rotations. They might not be needed. Jota gets a nice try on this B site. And G2 fear that there are enemies at the gate, that the CTs are behind the door. They'll have to stick inside of the smoke. The spam escaped by Hunter. They evade to post-plant positions, and G2, maybe there's a chance.
I mean, these rounds have had a nasty tendency to get close for Eternal Fire. Xantares is going to help this out massively as he deals with Hunter. It's just m0NESY out on an island. YKD are able to hound him down on the cross into control, and control regained as Eternal Fire take 2 in a row.
See if G2 can get back to it.
It's felt like a little while now for G2 since you won anything. 3 rounds straight for Eternal Fire, no small feat.
Oh my.
Oh, but big shoes to fill out in the yard. Woxic not here. Xantares has to try and plug these gaps, and he can't. Run through by Hunter. Reposition out in the heavens. Matcha does his best to contain. There's still Hunter, and Jota will shut him down. It is an all-in battle for this yard control. But Jota shifting through positions, shifting through the ranks of G2, leaves this just on m0NESY and Snacks.
Just?
First shot lands for m0NESY. You've seen him come close in a bunch of clutches across this series. And it's all building to when he wins that one impossible round to save the day for G2.
Oh, he missed the jump.
Can this be m0NESY's moment? Snacks here alongside him, plays in through main, and m0NESY sniped out through the gap. It's gonna have to be Snacks with the team on his back here. Bomb there as well. Snacks trying to play into the lobby, goes hunting and will find Jota in the back lines. Woxic and YKD are split up here. There's a lot of pressure on YKD to not give this one away. He is strafing out, looking for this shot in through the door. Him and Snacks trading places. YKD goes back to the hot angle, now primed in the right place to find Snacks as he rounds this corner. YKD is a very safe pair of hands for Eternal Fire.
Straying close to the door. This could get interesting.
They hear the reload. That's going to be their cue to go. Trying to get past YKD, but the smoke blowing open. The bomb just makes it down. YKD is giving chase. He's now in behind them. Heavy God turns on a dime to deal with him. A dime it doesn't play as they make it in towards lower. Jota here to try and stop this plant. There's still skirmishes out on upper, but Jota is the man in the spotlight right now. Bomb still planted. Heavy God left up in the clutch, and he will find the first. This is far from over yet. The wrap in through Secret was meant to seal the deal. Xantares sniped out as Heavy God gets us believing. 3 kills deep on his way to the ace clutch.
3, 2,
swinging
1.
Now. Damage done. Knife pulled, but seconds too late for Heavy God as he gets all 5. But the round belongs to Eternal Fire.
Woxic, man, monster moment, jumps on that bomb fearlessly, and Heavy God was just a shot astray, a /2 short. What a nice try for Heavy God on an eco round he has no business in a 1v4. This guy's a talent. Eternal Fire on a streak of their own now.
And they try to come through with aggression here.
None of that.
As the match ties up, Eternal Fire try and change the nature of the game.
He must feel abandoned. Everyone was cycling smokes outside. They're so late to the lobby. You're able to double dip, get an AK, get out for free. Robbery.
I mean, this is some really nice momentum calling from Maja. Trying to change the game up right as Eternal Fire leveled the playing field. It's left him in a 3-on-2, but Jota is wounded. That was the one thing he had to sacrifice from the hut aggression. He is hurting. Support in at the back of the site. Woxic's AWP waits there. Jota takes first contact. He's going to wait for footsteps, going to wait for noise as they sit in this smoke in at the door. Xantares even holding the vent drop. There is no real estate for free for G2. They've got to earn every inch of ground. First kill secured. Are they ready for this Woxic AWP? Sitting back in the hut. Woxic nails the opener. And so now it's m0NESY in another one of these clutches. Clutches that have been so close to coming through for G2 all day.
I like this. This is the path of no resistance, walking right through the main smoke. The last place you expect him. The issue is if no one plays for the A site, it's not going to do m0NESY any favors. All it does is cut off the time. Eternal Fire, sure, they waste their positions as well. Xantares has to stay B because of the vent break. But m0NESY, all he's going to get is a backside plant and a hope and a prayer. Woxic puts a pressure on. He gives him that 1v1, but he will still wait for Xantares before he commits.
Oh, missed shot!
No.
That costs him dearly. m0NESY seems aware. Flick back up into the heavens. Xantares only just arriving, and this day belongs to m0NESY. Finally, one of these clutches comes through, and it's to break the tie game and put G2 back in pole position. And next to no util to put a stop to this top execute out of G2.
Explosive finish, but they're up against pistols, and the 5-7 comes falling in. Blink of an eye. Eternal Fire erupt with 3 on this top site, and G2's half. It didn't start bad, but it may end in a sour note. 2v5. Hunter on his last legs, and m0NESY catching his breath as he knows this one's all on him.
Only just calms down after the last 1v2, and now they're asking him to do it again. Let's see if the hot hand principle is a real thing. m0NESY out the door, reads this well, but they line up for Xantares. Eternal Fire battle back with nothing but pistols to their name, tying us up deep into map number 3. Looking to get across out in the yard. That's where Malb spots them, and he's got a lot of support here, but falling early on. It's going to come down to Snax with a clean tap. Dead after the first. Outside control taken for Eternal Fire. This is what they wanted. Now, where do they want to end up?
Heaven's a great path into this A site, but they've got the bomb down secret, so Arcadia is just going to fake this to keep players in position. Oh, Heavy got knife out. That's awkward timing. Pressure put on from Arcadia as he drops back down. They're 4-on-2 on the B bomb site. I think the penny's dropping for G2, but vent control is about to be taken. There is no safe route into B anymore. And Arcadia doubles back after dropping out of heaven.
Oh, they're coming up.
Oh, no.
Oh, God, this could still get weird. They realize now m0NESY's that last point of resistance, but it's indecisive. One man makes it down the vent. m0NESY's going to give chase. They stopped for a moment.
Oh,
m0NESY! Maja waits. Maja waits for that exact move, and that's a crazy way to have played the pistol for Eternal Fire.
That almost feels like someone told him misinfo, or like he heard something else. I don't know what happened. He realized he could be getting played with vent. Sure, pistol round, presumably. G2 find the force. And Woxic finds the first. From the eye test, it looks like we have Heavy God on ramp. Malbs' previous position. He's outside in Nico's spot. Snax on top, drops down the vent. I mean, this is a half, not in this round, but once we hit guns, where Xantares is going to be pivotal in this position, as he's often at the forefront of these outside control rounds, and then is the one guy cutting off vent rotate, so Eternal Fire can do exactly this. They love a 4-1 ramp secret play. Gets his kill in this round on the flank, but there's little resistance in terms of weaponry. So Eternal Fire, good for 7.
Does this get weird? No, okay. Well handled. handled, well contained. They just keep battling forward, pressing that numbers advantage to Eternal Fire. Hunter is retaken Hut Roof. Madja has been given that extra Molotov to lob in, but this is going to come down to the wire. This is so far from comfortable, and it's into a G2 stack. That info from Malbs arrives at the perfect time.
Wait.
But is that enough to shore up the defense here for G2?
Yes.
Malbs seems to think so. Quick double from behind the vent, and it's just Woxic left standing. Not for long. G2 will withstand the top site hit.
Strange off-angle Hunter. What have you got? Oh, Nate out, catches him by surprise. Huge entry kills. Eternal Fire are forced out ramp. No pick to show for this position either.
Smokes down to try and cut off these angles, but this won't leave you in a very comfortable post plant, even if you're able to get that bomb down, and that's still a big if. With Heavy God throwing out resistance, a keen double from Jota. Leaves Eternal Fire with a bit of hope here, but very little time. 15 seconds as they cross for this bomb.
Oh, where is
They're looking for it, finally find it, but this wastes time that Eternal Fire just don't have. The pressure was high enough. That bomb plant coming in with seconds to spare. Keen cover from Jota as him and Wycadia try to keep Eternal Fire in this. It's Jota or it's bust. G2 have him iced out down at lower. And they collect themselves for an 8th, moving this ever closer.
Against the Surge.
He's got m0NESY here. m0NESY's just moved over at the exact right time. Right as Eternal Fire set their eyes on this ramp control. When you spot the AWP there, Xantares fed to it. You don't want to go ramp anymore. You can expect that double hold.
Here we go.
m0NESY and Heavy God position to succeed as m0NESY continues taking these long sidelines on the AWP. Heavy God will get overran. m0NESY followed up onto as he's caught out in the open. That's Woxic now armed with an AWP and what could be a post plant down on this lower site as the bomb crosses in. No one able to stop this.
Okay.
Malbs will just about. Bomb plant denied.
You can't stick it here.
Advantage taken and Jota no position left to plant for. They've got to scrap. They've got to deal with at least one of these G2 players to open up an avenue for this bomb plant. Nothing feels comfortable. Nothing feels cozy about this B site for Eternal Fire. There's the commitment. Jota run at. Woxic's AWP fires off, but they know about him now up on the rafters. 10 seconds left in this for Woxic. He's got to have an ace clutch of his own. Tries his hand at that plant, but G2 do not respect it. They run Woxic down. They know he can't win this. Perfectly played from G2 to deny Woxic in that clutch.
Without a doubt, Malbs running, Hunter saving, so Malbs either gets the kill or he dies, and there's no time to plant. That's perfect for G2. But like, look at how similar all these rounds are for Eternal Fire. It's get Xantares in secret, never been a question. G2 haven't played to stop this. But then it's just crunch ramp with him. Oh my God, what a shot.
Certainly not a bad way to start, and this time there's no support from that m0NESY AWP. Instead, it's the double lower. Hunter and Malbs set up here. Now focuses his attention back towards this lower site and is going to tap Jota cleanly from the round. Xantares, he snuck by. This could finally be that Xantares moment you've been waiting for. That double kill. Looking to be enough to keep the lead for Eternal Fire. It's only Hunter between them and that goal. Wants to try his hand at it, but Woxic in too strong a position.
When he's in the right place, and CT Nuke is the best example of that. Aggress through the lobby. They push ramp as Jota turns away. Awkward timing for Eternal Fire. They're caught blindsided by this lobby.
That's the bomb in lobby as well. Malb's going to catch Xantares moving through the yard.
Blindsided.
A bit of aggression was all they needed. Great timing on trading the peaks in lobby. And Eternal Fire blindsided by this call out of G2. It was in that second series that Eternal Fire played versus Falcons where Xantares was demolishing Nico in these exact fights. The Hunter might be ripe for revenge. He sees them crossing, gets the info, makes it in. Xantares gonna be the one to open. Heavy God and Monacy already on the scene, already on location, and that will make things more exciting. Quick kill through the smoke. Bomb now away from Eternal Fire. They changed their mind about the lower commit. Madger's got some space.
No one's here.
Over on the top site, and G2 have left it entirely empty. Rotate through the vent. Eternal Fire gonna make their way up. They leave one man down here at lower.
He's so stuck.
It's about how many can he take to the grave with him. How much damage can one man do? Jota waits till late in the round, swings out now and catches Monacy. That means he can play into this a little bit later. Gonna have to fly up the vent, and to do that, you've got to get past Malbs back in the lobby. Backstab is in. Madger gonna find him. Malbs back turned, knocked out of play. Bomb being stuck. Snacks, it's not plotted for them. He's sticking this. 2 seconds as Madger hunts him down. Eternal Fire. Keep the heat applied.
Eternal Fire. Guns ready to go. Hunter in the hut, but the main smoke, and they're just going to go. They're not going to give much of a warning, much of a heads up to G2. They're just going to throttle into this site. Xantar has another double entry, late game activation up the vent for Monacy. Denies the bomb, but can't stop Eternal Fire. They will walk the walk, they will talk the talk, and they will lock in grand final point unless Heavy God has a point to prove.
Free smoke in his face.
It's got to be a save.
That's going to seal his fate. It's looking like he will. Madger unable to locate this last man. Heavy God, hang on a second. Madger right here. But Heavy God narrowly makes out with that M4.
A desperate final attempt. Heavy God gives Malbs the gun. He knows the impact the Guatemalan can have outside Aggress, and he might lose it entirely.
Oh no, this is not the place you want that M4 to go missing. There is no retrieving that for G2. The gun they worked hard to hold on to at the end of that last round is the first thing to fall in an irretrievable position. He will continue manipulating lobby, keeping 4 players for G2, wasting time on the top site while Eternal Fire get this bomb down on B.
An incredible run through Blast Bounty for Eternal Fire. From the online stage into LAN play, they take out Falcons, they take out Vitality, and now they are just seconds from eliminating G2 in a semi-final. This is an Eternal Fire who want to go for gold.
Strong post-plant setup here as well. They want this to just be a formality, the final 4 kills that usher them in to that grand final. Eternal Fire move on. They take the bounty from the head of G2. They send Hunter and co packing, just as they did to Nico days prior, and move in to a grand final. It's the winds of change that blow this Eternal Fire into a firestorm that engulfs this grand final.